Welcome to Previously On, a podcast series created to help you through some of the most complex yet brilliant television ever made. Game of Thrones, Season 4, Episode 6, The Laws of God and Men. Stannis and Davos face one of their toughest tasks to date, trying to secure funds from the Iron Bank of Braavos. Tycho Nestoris, who's something like a bank manager, declines Stannis' request for funds. However, an impassioned speech from Davos sways him, and the pair leave with the money to push forward Stannis' claim for the throne. Davos uses some of the gold to recruit an old pirate friend, Salladhor Saan. Yara Greyjoy is headed for the Dreadfort in a bid to rescue Theon. She and her Ironborn troops kill the castle guards. She finds her brother locked in a kennel, but he refuses to go with her, believing it's another of Ramsay's cruel tricks. He tells her he's always been weak and begins to panic. Ramsay enters with a group of Bolton soldiers and a fight ensues. Men from both sides are killed before Theon bites Yara and Ramsay releases his dogs, forcing her to retreat. At the waiting boats, Yara tells the men that Theon is dead. Theon's later rewarded with a bath. Ramsay tells him he needs his help to take Moat Cailin and needs him to play the role of someone he's not, namely Theon Greyjoy. In Meereen, Drogon tortures a farmer's herd of goats. The herder brings the remains to Daenerys, who agrees to pay him 3 times their worth. She's also confronted by Hizdahr zo Loraq, requesting permission to bury his father, one of the masters Daenerys crucified. He says his father was against the crucifixion of the slave children, but paid the price for Daenerys' justice. She grants his request. At a meeting of the small council, Tywin places a bounty on the head of the Hound after hearing he's still alive. Meanwhile, the throne room is a who's who of King's Landing for the beginning of Tyrion's trial. Tommen excuses himself from proceedings and installs Tywin in his place as judge. Also judging are Prince Oberyn and Lord Mace Tyrell. Tyrion is shackled and led to the throne room before witnesses Meryn Trant, Grand Maester Pycelle, Cersei and Varys take the stand, backing the accusations levelled at him. During recess, Jaime asks Tywin to spare Tyrion's life in exchange for him returning to Casterly Rock as Tywin's heir. Tywin says as long as Tyrion pleads for mercy after being found guilty, he'll be allowed to join the Night's Watch. Jaime passes this information to his brother, but he's met with distrust. A very bitter Shae takes to the witness stand next and falsely testifies that Tyrion and Sansa planned Joffrey's murder. She proceeds to embarrass him with talk of his sexual tastes. In anger, Tyrion shouts that he wishes to confess. Rather than confessing to murder, he confesses to being a dwarf and that his father has put him on trial for this crime. He tells the gathered folk of King's Landing he should have let Stannis kill them all, and then tears into Cersei, saying he wishes he had killed Joffrey, although he didn't. Tyrion closes his statement by demanding a trial by combat. Thanks for listening. Hope it's been helpful. Listen, if you've enjoyed this, I would love it if you subscribed. We've got loads more shows where this came from, and we'd love you to join us for them. If you know someone who needs to get up to speed with Thrones, just send them our way. A 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts from would also be absolutely fantastic. If you've got any feedback, have I pronounced a name wrong? I hope I haven't. Or ideas for a show that we should be covering? We'll almost certainly be doing the big ones, but you never know, there may be others that we've missed. Let us know. I'd love to hear from you over on Twitter. You can find us at Previous Podcast, or just email us hello@previouslyon.co.uk. Previously On is presented by Jamie East and is a Daft Doris production.